That's what at least I want to do. I want to copy the whales. I want to make sure that I'm buying the coins that they're buying. However, I don't know when to sell. Okay. Selling is when you actually lock in the profits. And it makes it really difficult because I don't know if these are good coins. I don't know what target prices they hit. I'm not a genius. Okay? I'm a lizard brain cowboy just like you. Heating up his Thanksgiving leftovers. You think I'm living high on the hog with these crypto millionaires? Nope. I wish that was me. I mean, I've got P&Ls to show. I got all the P&Ls. They're all here on the screen. But I need to figure out what are the best trading strategies out there. And I want to know, like, what are the more conservative ones? And then I thought to myself, okay, what if I just asked ChatGPT? What if I asked ChatGPT, what are profitable trading strategies? And I would think that a bot trading stocks is not the same as trading crypto. So what if I chose like penny stocks? What if I got like penny stocks and used that strategy and said, hey, apply these principles from penny stock trading to crypto trading. The momentum is shifting. I see the parabolic narrative. I've got 99% of my crypto in Bitcoin, but that 1%, that degenerate 1%, is still in the meme coin business, baby. I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'll put the timestamps down below, and you can see what types of strategies work for your style. One thing I do know that is I'm not buying in with 0.3 SOL. These whales are buying in with like 30 SOL, 40 SOL at a time, and they're buying in like random coins like Rismus, which me and the boys we went into and we made some money on. Made some money on Grinch. We made some, like a whole bunch of stuff. But if we're looking for a proper strategy, I would think that I would be able to set parameters and then just pick a particular whale who trades at 50% of the win rate, and then they would make me money. Now, again, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm gonna say like 95% of these coins drop all the way down. They get rugged. They go like to $200,000 market caps and then drop down to like 5,000 market caps. And I've tried to save. So like, do I set a stop loss at 30% and sell for 100% of my bag? Do I set it at 50% and sell 100% of my bag? Do I set it at 10% and sell like 10% of my bag or 100% of my bag? I have no idea. Because when these coins crash, they crash hard. It's not pretty. Like it's a big red stick down. Just picture that as your blood, just your blood dripping up from your arm like, and you're the turkey. You and I are the turkey. So I'm just trying not to be the turkey. That's all. I'm trying not to be the turkey. So let me know. Let's get into the video here.
So remember, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not here to say that I'm gonna promise you millions or anything. Actually, you're probably gonna lose all your money in crypto here. But in any case, in this video, we're gonna go through the different strategies that I've learned, I've tested, I'm using. If you want to just copy my settings, it's just, you could just skip to the end. I'll put the timestamps down there. But if you want to talk through like how to set these strategies and what the heck I'm thinking, I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm not saying I'm even good, but maybe it'll help you with your saying like, oh, what this guy is saying is an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about, but this is why I'm going to do it my way. And so hopefully that'll help you in the negative, if it helps in that situation. So just as a reminder, this is the Trojan Bot. Okay, if you want the bot, there's a referral link, affiliate link. It's not affiliate link, it's a referral link down below. I think I get some minor percent SOL or something. I have no idea. But there's the Trojan Bot that you could use for down below. And if you want to know where my P&Ls are going, I just put it in my Telegram group. That's the Saloon. For right now, I want to go back to the Discord, but the Saloon is pretty easy because I used the Trojan Bot anyway, and so that's in there. Links are all down in the description. So remember, if you're in the Trojan Bot, very easy to set up. If you don't know how to do that, there's a video that I made not too long ago. It still works. Now I'm going to go into settings, and then I'm going to go right here into auto sell. And then here's where I've got a few different trading strategies, and you could mix and match and see your own. But let me just start off with the very basic one, and it's this one. So a fixed percentage strategy is that if price of a coin goes up a certain amount of percent, you exit the coin, or if it goes down, you exit completely. It's a very basic strategy, but let's just start off at basic parameters here. Here's the target price, 20%, and then I would sell 100% of the bag. So if I bought a coin at $1 and it went up to $1.20, then I would sell 100% of the bag, and that would make me 20% profit. Now, the stop loss would be that if it went down 10%, so if I bought it at $1 and it went down to 90 cents, then I would sell 100 of the bag to limit the amount that I would go down. There's very many caveats to this, but this is why it's a great place to start with thinking through the philosophy of this. Is exactly how I'm thinking through. Number one, slippage. Okay, 15% slippage here is pretty standard for this bot. And if you don't know what slippage is, it is the difference that you're willing to pay if you're too slow on a trade. So say I bought it at $1 and I put the lure, I want to buy this thing at $1 and I have a 15% slippage. That means I could buy as much as $1.15 or down to 85 cents like that. Well, I guess it would be just the top. I guess it would have to clear if it goes down. It's even better. But it would be as much as 15% up top. If it goes to 16 cents, $1.16, that's 16% slippage, then my trade will not go through. Okay, so the reason why this is important is if you're sharp, 15% slippage and I sell at a 20% increase, that would mean that I could stand to only make 5% on that trade rather than the full 20% that I'm trying to get. So that is one thing that I had to wrestle with on setting what do I want to do? I want the slippage in there because what if I need to make a trade fast? What if I want to do, what if it's crashing or cratering or something like that? I need to get out there quickly. So 15% is what they automatically set it to. Sometimes I set it to 20%. That's a little much, depending on what price levels that I'm trying to target here. And I don't know if this is right or not. I don't like it. And the reason why is because I only stand to make 5% in some cases if the volatility is too fast or whatever. So this is why I don't like this. But this is a baseline, conversation to start with. This is not what I do. Again, that's later in the video, but this is just how to start understanding this. So, for instance, if you have a stop loss of 10% and you want to get out of this slippage, it'll throw that off. It'll throw that all off. And the target price at 20%. So that's how, it'll just throw yourself off. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that I think these are very low for meme coins, actually. 10%, like a coin can get 10% down instantly, and then you're automatically out of these trades. So I think that stop loss, personally, I think this stop loss is far too shallow. And so is the target 20%. This might work in penny stocks. This might work in other stocks or whatever. This is what ChatGPT gave me. And I thought it was a good example to talk through because for you to understand where I'm coming from. Now, if you love this strategy, okay, by all means, let me know in the comment section. Like, am I missing something? I'm not a genius here. I'm just kind of using what I think, how I feel in my gut, It's like, I'm not going to draw any charts or whatever. But these meme coins, they could get rugged instantaneously and they could go down 10% very quickly and then rise back up to 20%. So I think if you're trading in meme coins, especially in like low market caps, like sub 1 million, you could have these in the blink of an eye and not even sweat it. Like this is not the best strategy for me. So that's the first one. The second one is scaling out profits. Okay. This one's a bit more interesting. Okay. So this one is, if I bought a coin at $1 and it goes up 50%, here's the TP, the target price, 50%, I will sell 50% of my bag. So if I buy a coin at $1, it goes up to $1.50, I would sell 50% of the bag, which means I would lock in 75 cents and let the other part of that bag ride wherever it's going to ride. If it's going to ride up or ride down, I have no idea. And I thought this one was interesting because I like the 50% target price because the slippage is comparable. Unless I want to adjust the slippage down, I like the slippage at 15% for whatever reason. But if it goes up to 50%, I think it stands a pretty good shot at going a little higher and then just keeping that moon bag there. Now, the only thing that this doesn't include is a stop loss. which I think is important. I've seen way too many coins hit 95% drawdowns, and it's the reason why I rode that thing all the way down is because I didn't have a stop loss. Now, if you don't have a stop loss, what you're really saying is that you think that if a coin drops to 95%, it can come back. That's what you're really saying. That's what I'm saying. If I believe in a coin, which I don't believe in any of these coins, these are coins that are made like 10 new cryptos a second. If you don't set a stop loss for yourself, you're saying that a coin that craters, that gets rugged, the community is going to rally behind cat poop coin, squirrel poop toenail coin, and see that thing go straight back up. So no, you should not be receiving 95% drawdowns. At least this is my personal opinion. I don't think I've ever seen a coin that hit 95% drawdown and come all the way back up. At least a meme coin. No, you can't even say that about Bitcoin. So, gotta set your stop losses. So I would not go for here, but I like the target price, 50% for 50%. Your boy can work with that. And then you just let let the bag ride after that. I don't know. If it drops down 95% and you've got that 75%, you're just mitigating the loss here. So that would be scaling out your profit there. Next one. Here's my super conservative one. This is the one I use currently. So you can see this is green, right? I'm on it right now. This is it. So here's what I use. 50% target price, I sell 70% of my bag. Really, 66, if you sell 66% here, if I'm selling 66%, I'm getting my initials out, okay? So if I sell 66%, I'm getting my initials out, unless the slippage at 15% and it scales it. However, if I sell at 70% of my bag, I get my initials out plus 4%. Okay, so now I've kind of, I'm just basically getting my initials out. And then I wait for it to go to 150% here, and I sell 20% of the bag. I wait for it to get to 200%, I sell 10% of the bag. And I set my stop loss at 35% drawdown and sell 100% of the bag. Now, I have, I don't know how many coins I run into, especially when I'm copy trading some whale. If you want to know about that, you find a whale, go look at the other videos. Links are probably in the description somewhere. But I think I'm finding out that 35% is a little too shallow as well. I know I said 10% is too shallow. That for sure is what I believe. Now that I've been running this for about a week, I think 35% is too shallow. Maybe 45%. Then again, you run into the risk, right? You run into the risk, like how often do these coins drop down? 50% I think is great. So maybe I stick to 50%. But I want to try to see if coins will turn around. And I've seen some coins turn around at 35%. I wish I had the data to tell you like, oh, I saw out of 10 coins, I saw 6 of those 10 coins who dropped down below 35% turn around. I don't have that data. I wish I did. If you have that data, please let me know down below. What do you think about my personal setup? This is the setup I'm currently running with. This is the setup that I currently trade with. And it has served me decently well. Okay. Now, there's a couple drawbacks to this. Number one is I mitigate the total value that I could extract from it. MEV. I cannot, I don't ride the moon bag all the way up. I kind of enjoy the candlestick up. However, you don't really make a whole lot with the moon bag. But I have to understand that in my brain, my lizard brain, I'm trying to make more on as many coins rather than the one shot. Now, this is a problem because how much money are you buying in with? If you're buying in with 2 SOL and you're selling at 0.1 SOL a trade, that's only 20 trades. You think in 20 coins, you're gonna make, how much profit am I gonna make if I'm making, let's say 30%, 20% off 150%? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a lot, but beggars can't be choosers. I just want to be in profit. And so I would probably move the 35% down to 40%. I could see myself doing that, being a little bit more of a degenerate, and then selling 100% of the bag. So yeah, this is my current, setup. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. What's your setup here? What do you think that is an appropriate way to set these things up? Don't forget to make sure that your slippage is adjusted and your expiration date, right? This is only going to last 31 days. You see all the other ones are like 1 day. So go ahead and take this and copy it. One thing you should know that Trojan allows us, or gives us an example here, you should read this stuff, right? So this stuff is important. Set a stop loss by clicking TP and replying with a negative, and take profit as a percentage. And so set as many orders as you like. The amount column for your take profit strategy should add up to only 100%. Structure accordingly. It doesn't say why there, so I'm not an expert. I don't know why they would set it 100%. However, that's what they recommend, so that's why I have here 70, 20, 10. And I'm getting better as I go along. I think this is a better strategy than what I had when I first put out the videos. Damn, my lips are ashy. But yeah, you let me know whether or not this was helpful for you. Anyway, thanks so much for watching the video. Hit the like, share, subscribe, bell, all this stuff. Links are down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.